So now Diddy, who was the intern, is now replacing the king of the castle, Andre. He automatically became a threat. You can imagine the egos from those two men that started to clash. Because at this point, Diddy, he outgrew Uptown and he was beginning to replace Andre symbolically. As I mentioned, the surrogate son is now threatening the surrogate father. So you can only imagine what happens next, right? He got fired. And he later branched out and then ended up launching Bad Boys as his own independent company outside of Uptown Records. Now, luckily at this time when he got fired, he was allowed to go with Notorious B.I.G. Biggie, who was still a new artist that was in development when he was with Uptown, but he was allowed to go with Diddy at the time. And that was what was used to blow Bad Boy Records into what we now know what it was at the time. So this era is what really shifted Diddy's personality. And he had become so successful when he went independent with Bad Boy Records. And the thing is that a lot of people co-signed his bad behavior. And by bad behavior, the abuse, coercion. I always struggle with that word. The abuse, the coercion, just people in the industry co-signed his bad behavior because it brought in money at the end of the day. And you have to realize that someone who was shaped by pain more than love in their early childhood, someone who was faced by pain, because they said that he was abused by his mother as well physically. So someone shaped by pain who learned that dominance felt safer than vulnerability, it only makes sense why he kept doing his bad behavior, because he was rewarded every time he chose control over his own conscience. So you give him all that money and power and you still think he's gonna play by the rules? He threw all that to the window and he became the rule, and at the same time the exception to that rule. And that was what Tim Patterson said famously in the documentary. And one of his former childhood friends said in the documentary that Diddy had this belief that nobody, and I mean nobody, will be bigger than him. So everything that he learned about how to run a company, run Bad Boy Records, he learned exactly from Andre, both the good and the bad.